Ladies and gentlemen, the very word secrecy is repugnant in a free and open society, and we are, as a people, inherently and historically opposed to secret societies, to secret oaths, and to secret proceedings.
Throughout the Western world, an Illuminati dynasty made up of a Jewish Khazar bloodline has for generations controlled the destiny of nations and of peoples. Wars, bloodshed, revolution, economic depression, and misery, this powerful bloodline and clan has thrived and prospered on the backs of others. That bloodline, that Jewish dynasty, is the Rothschilds.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The last nail is being driven into the coffin of the American Republic, yet Congress remains in total denial as our liberties are rapidly fading before our eyes. The process is propelled by unwarranted fear and ignorance as to the true meaning of liberty. It is driven by economic myths, fallacies, and irrational good intentions. The rule of law is constantly rejected, and authoritarian answers are offered as panaceas for all our problems. Runaway welfarism is used to benefit the rich at the expense of the middle class. Who would have ever thought that the current generation and Congress would stand idly by and watch such a rapid disintegration of the American Republic?
Well, the simplest way to put it is that scientists had an idea to make crops more resilient to external factors. So let's say you grow tomatoes, and at night it gets so cold that by morning half your tomatoes are frozen, and now you can't sell them anymore. This is what scientists were able to change through genetic modification. They figured out a way to take DNA from one organism and put it inside a completely different organism to create a desired and specific outcome. For example, let's go back to the tomato scenario. Scientists recognized that Arctic flounder, yes, that's the fish, could withstand extremely cold temperatures. They thought, what if we took the DNA trait that allows the flounder to withstand the cold and put it inside the tomato DNA so that the tomato could withstand the same temperatures? Now you've just narrowed your chances of your tomatoes becoming frozen. This idea that you could now get 100% crop yield was the original guiding principle for genetic modification.
Pay close attention to what you are about to see. These images will be seen around the world. These rats have been fed with transgenic corn during their entire life cycle. The tumors they suffer from are enormous. The study that revealed the effect of the GMOs on the health of these rats has just been completed. At this stage, it might prove useful to know exactly what GMOs are used for. It is a plant that has been developed either to produce its own insecticide or to be tolerant to a herbicide, thus enabling it to be exposed to massive doses of it without dying. One can understand how GMOs could be useful to farmers. For example, they would be able to spray their entire field with Roundup, killing all the weeds in the process and never harming the genetically modified plant. On the other hand, it is hard to see the benefits for the consumer, who will effectively be ingesting substances coming from a plant that has absorbed pesticides.
Israel actually plans to exterminate the entire Arab Muslim population of the world. And the Muslims know this. And this is why their jihadism and their excesses have some basis in reality. They're trying to survive because they know that Israel simply is interested only in genocide and exterminating all the Arab people, bringing them under complete domination. And the Israelis are always exterminationists.
Are they creating a Christian-Muslim war?
Yes, that's all deliberate. See, there is no Christian-Muslim war. Now, I have filed legal papers in this town here before in a law case that I have going on, in which I say frankly that 1 billion Christians and 1 billion Muslims are now at a war to the death with each other, and the only victor will be the state of Israel, because Israel is getting rid of all of its rivals and all of its competitors at one fell swoop. It's a brilliant move, and it's also totally calculated and ruthless.
Is the real enemy Israel?
Yeah. Or Zionism, world Zionism. The state of Israel is nothing. It never has been anything. It's the tiniest state in the world, yet this is the most important state in the world. It's the most important state to the entire United States government because they put the interests of Israel before every other consideration, including the United States.
Good day, everyone. J7409 here with you on Sunday, the 16th of September, 2012. Well, folks, it seems that the power is massing up in the Gulf as Israel prepares an Iran strike. We really got to check this out, folks. Today is the 16th, and according to that time wave chart, remember I kept saying something had to keep building up for it to drop for the next day. Now, I'm not saying a war's going to break out.
Is this real life or some Bay of Pigs pre-election year hallucination? People, the US and Israel are in a panic. Occupy America is growing and the corporate media are unable to get a handle with which to ridicule and dismiss it. In desperation, the plan is to launch a major war with Iran, which will mean war with Russia, then use that resulting world war to demand the American people forget all about Wall Street's mortgage-backed security fraud, all about the ruined economy, all about the other wars, all about the lies, salute the flag and throw your money and our children into the bayonets of Israel's enemies on command. Because that's what worked the last 2 times. And the only people who can stop this are you. I need all of you to drop what you're doing and call your local TV station, your local newspapers, your Congress critters, and tell them in no uncertain terms that you know this Iranian plot is total bullshit, and you refuse to fight any more wars to save Israel or to save Wall Street. Then call all your friends and family and ask them to do the same. Do it now. Tomorrow may be too late. To delay is to lose. If we do not choose to fight against these money junkies now, we will soon have no choice but to fight for the money junkies from now on. If they get this war they want launched, none of us will ever live to see a time of peace again. Is that the world you want to leave to your children? Get angry, make noise, be heard, be seen, be a member of the human race. Do the right thing.